Good morning, folks, and welcome to the Trash Picture Show. I am back with another figure I bought in the sale at Big Band Comics, and yes, when I saw this figure, I had to snap it up. This is the Neca Alien 40th Anniversary Edition Lambert action figure. I have one of these already. Jen, my gorgeous lady Jen, got me the 40th Anniversary Edition of Ash from Alien, but this lady was heavily discounted. She was originally $39.99 down to a tenner. So I had to pick her up. And first off, again, like with the Ash figure, the box art. The box art is actually a throwback in design to the original Kenner Alien box art. The first figure, before the Aliens line that came in the 90s, they actually tried launching the a 10 or 12-inch version of the Xenomorph for kids back in, I think, 1980. And obviously, because it was a rated R movie, the figure did not do that well. But the packaging, they had this bright blue kind of packaging with pictures of the movie on the side and overlaid into it. And also, the cool thing is, NECA tried to replicate the Kenner logo in its own name on this. But yeah, again, I like the packaging. I like the blue. This, as I said before, this is a throwback to the original Alien figure that was launched in 1980, I think. And essentially, it languished on shelves. If you have one now, it's probably worth a nice bit. But back to the packaging. So, window box, collector friendly window box. Winner in my book. On the side here, you have that kind of blue kind of style, a picture of Lambert, and you have Alien 40th anniversary. Flip it to the back here, and you have a picture of Lambert. You have the alien. I think this was the actual kind of the main logo that was used for that old school packaging. And there is a blurb: in space, no one can hear you scream. In a remote region of the galaxy, the United States space tug Nostromo, carrying a cargo of mineral ore, makes its return journey to Earth. The ship's crew, 5 men, 2 women, and a cat, are awakened from their hypersleep chambers when Mother, the onboard computer, monitors a strange transmission. According to company law, the crew must investigate any signal indicating possible intelligent life. What begins as a routine search mission quickly escalates into a nightmare of unimaginable terror when the crew discovers and brings aboard an extraterrestrial life form. And there is the 40th anniversary collection. You have Ripley. I have a earlier version of Ripley there that is, the face sculpt is nothing like Sigourney Weaver, and it's in a blister packaging. You also have Brett, Parker, Ash. I have, as I said, Jen got me a fantastic Ash figure. You have a kind of bloody variant of the Xenomorph, Dallas, which I have, which I got in a blister pack, and Kane, and just the regular version of the Xenomorph. And again on the side, just there, it shows Alien 40th Anniversary Edition Lambert. And again, I really like the packaging. As I said, it's a throwback to the original Kenner figure. The character of Lambert is interesting because I think for the most part, she represents the audience. Veronica Cartwright gave this very kind of unnerved, almost Shelley Duvall-esque kind of hysteria to her character that I think it resonated with the audience because she kind of said what everyone else was thinking. And yeah, they've kind of expanded over the years. They've expanded on her kind of backstory and lore to explain that when she was born, she was originally a boy, and I think her parents changed her gender. So yeah, that's another interesting thing. Although I don't know if it's very flattering.
What?
To poor Veronica Cartwright's looks, if that's a statement on that. But again, really nice figure. We're going to have a closer look at her when we take her out of the box. So don't go anywhere. I shall be right back. And here we have Lambert out of the packaging. And first and foremost, we're going to have a look at the figure before we look at the accessories. So just bring it up close there. And yeah, the sculpting on the face is really nice. It does actually look like Veronica Cartwright. Just, I'll go in that bit closer so you can have a closer look. Really nice painting and sculpting on the face. And it's nice as well, her kind of hair and stuff. That kind of 70s, 80s hairdo she has. The detailing on the spacesuit is nice. Again, the designs for the spacesuits were done in collaboration with Scott, with I think Mobius, the comic book artist Mobius. So there's kind of a samurai feel. There's also kind of a almost a cricket kind of padding feel. But as you can see there, there is the Wayland Yutani logo, or the Wayland logo, and below you have her nameplate. And there is this kind of little gizmo doohickey here. Flip it to the back. Really nice kind of job as well. The kind of Sid Mead and Rod Cobb style calligraphy on the signs, because they had very distinctive kind of hazard signs or kind of special signs on things like pressure suits or airlocks and stuff like that. Kind of like in that century, in that universe, there's a different kind of listing for safety signs and stuff. But yeah, the little valves and stuff are really nice. And for some reason, she has the patch of, I think, the United Americas on her ass cheek. I don't know why that is. But again, see, that's pretty cool. The netting, the webbing there, the knee pads. This is essentially, this mold for Lambert spacesuit has been just reused for obviously Kane, Dallas, and the pressure suit Ripley uses, just with a different color scheme and different kind of patches and stuff added up. Articulation wise, the arms can go up a nice bit, even with the restriction of the kind of shoulder pads. The elbow joints are a bit stiff. I think it's a case of maybe a bit of hot water. Like, even then, I think if you do move them, if you were to move them, you just need to use a bit of warm water, and even then, you're not going to move them too much. Articulation wise in the legs, yeah, you get a bit of articulation. Again, because it's the spacesuit, it's that bit more clunky, so you're not going to get a lot of articulation. Like if someone was wearing this suit, they wouldn't be able to do too many kind of poses and stuff. But what it lacks in articulation, it definitely makes up for in detail. And it's a gorgeous looking figure. Accessory wise, she does come with a lot of the same stuff as the other kind of characters, but the one unique thing she does come with is she does come with this spare head, and this is more a Lambert we can recognize, just on the cusp, on a razor's edge of having a breakdown. And I'll see about switching out the head. So yeah, very simple peg kind of joint there, and there is the head switched out. And yeah, this would be definitely more the standard head you'd use when putting on the kind of helmet, the space helmet, because she's got the hood, she's got the covering and stuff. Although I wish they had dragged that material down a bit more, because it is obvious there's a break between the material. But I don't think, unless you're really looking, it matters. It's interesting as well, they have the same kind of peg system as the Terminator figure I got, the Tech-Noir Terminator, which makes me wonder. I decided to pick this in. Yeah, you could do that as well if you wanted, just have Arnie in a spacesuit, because it's the same mold and stuff. Although he does look like he's a bit too. His head is disproportionate to the body, or maybe that's just me. But yeah, as well as having the head, she does come with a bunch of other stuff that the other characters came with. So here is the helmet. Same one that came with Dallas, same one that comes with Kane. Um, I don't think this attachment here is at the top of Ripley's one. But yeah, it's still nice. The kind of bronze work on it, the finish on it is pretty cool. And again, just the detail on the buttons and stuff. And be careful with this section, because this section can come off. It happened with my Dallas figure and I had to glue it back on. But again, it's really nice detailing. And even to make it look like that there's a light in the top there. That's pretty cool. So I'll just see if that fits on as easy as the Dallas one. Ironically, the head with the hood is actually making it that bit more tricky to get the actual helmet on, as you can see. But yeah, no, I got it. I got it on, and there's a hose there that you're supposed to link into the helmet. Okay, so strangely enough, this one, the helmet doesn't seem to connect as well as, say, with Dallas. That's one negative I'll give it. Like there's a track, as you can see there, but it doesn't seem thick enough, or doesn't seem wide enough to actually fit the helmet on as easy. You could do a bit of floostering, maybe even if you got a knife to just make the gap that bit bigger. That might work. But again, it's really annoying that the Dallas one has a more easier way of putting the helmet on than the kind of the newer figures, dare I say. She also comes with this is a laser pistol. A lot of people are confused sometimes when they see this, because this actually only features in the Alien Director's Cut, because there's a scene where Kane approaches the egg, and when it opens, he backs off and he removes this laser pistol. And this actually turns up in Aliens Fireteam Elite as an unlockable weapon as well. But yeah, and it should fit easily into Lambert's hand, like that. So yeah, she can hold it like that. It's pretty okay. And the other thing it comes with is this kind of scanner / flashlight, whatever it's supposed to be, and that can go into the other hand there. So yeah, again, it's a nice figure. I'm just a wee bit disappointed about the helmet not fitting on as easy as with the older figures. But yeah, guys, I'm going to pause the video here. We're going to do a size comparison and see how she works out against some other figures in the older line. So don't go anywhere. I shall be right back. And we are back, and there is Lambert in the middle of my alleyway. So yeah, on Earth, apparently you can be heard scream. And next to her, I'm gonna put Dallas. So yeah, again, as you can see, it's essentially the exact same mold, just with a different head and a different look to some of the aspects, but by and large, exactly same mold, same helmet, same body, just things like the color scheme, obviously, the nameplates, and a couple extra patches. And to show the real kind of difference in size, there is the Xenomorph next to her. Again, really cool, like the head that can be changed out. I think that it's interesting that they give us two different heads. Particularly when you don't really see her without the cap, without the flight cap, in the suit. So it was just something interesting, I suppose, to really mix up the figure. And yeah, I like it, bar the fact the helmet is a bit more finicky to get on. I might actually might try switching, see if Dallas's helmet fits into the kind of the groove that's in the suit, but I could be wrong. One thing I'm very interested in as well is we've gotten all the main characters now. We've gotten all the main characters now. However, we have only gotten Dallas, Lambert, and Kane in spacesuit form. We haven't got them in their kind of flight suit fatigues or their kind of Nostromo uniform yet. And I'm wondering why, because Neca have never been one to really shy away from kind of encouraging people to double dip in characters. So maybe that might be for the 50th anniversary. But yeah, I am just shocked that we haven't gotten either Lambert, Dallas, or Kane in their kind of standard fatigues. It would be I'd like to. You could obviously I've seen people kit bash, and make kind of fatigue versions of them. You could definitely do it with the head, the Lambert head. But yeah, guys, what do you think? Do you think Lambert is a cool figure? Do you think you would have preferred her to get her in her fatigues? Or do you think she is just one hysterical bitch who you don't really think is necessary to add to your figure collection? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.